What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Christensen, the Chelsea Denmark centre-back. He's had a whopping upgrade from a 79 gold common all the way up to a 93 rated card. This is a phenomenal upgrade. He has had a plus 19 on the pace, 9 shooting, 22 passing, 11 dribbling, 12 defending, and 20 physical upgrade. He is 6'2", he is right-footed with a low attacking, medium defense. Work rate, and in terms of the stats then, so we've got a pretty standard centre-back here. Pace is good-ish. I'd say at this point of the game probably a little bit low, to be honest. Defending and physical are through the roof. Dribbling wise, we're looking at the reactions, we're looking at a bit of composure, and then obviously very, very good short and long pass. So obviously this card is going to scream for a shadow, which turns him into a 96 rated centre-back overall, giving him 95 pace, which gives him 91 acceleration and 99 sprint speed. We also get 98 defending from him. Obviously there is nothing else that we need. 70-70 on the agility balance is okay. I still think it's a little low, but I can kind of deal with that, to be honest. We've definitely played with centre-backs with worse, and they've come out better than what you expect. So without further ado, we're coming in at 70k, 65 to 70k across the platforms for him. We managed to pack him in our 87 triple, I think. So obviously a lower one in comparison to the rest, but we take it. So let's jump in and see what Christensen can do. Let's make him a little bit of an attack. Let's have a look at Christensen. Let's see what we can find with him. Oh, it's an easy tackle. And again, I think with some of these players, they look decent, but I feel like a few of them are maybe just a stat increase. It's not necessarily a representation of how the card is going to play. I imagine we get the megs there, but in terms of kind of like just the upgrade itself, I just don't think it's going to make like a huge difference. And I could be wrong. 70k for a card isn't awful, especially a 93. At this point in the game, we normally find that a hell of a lot of the players that were 600k now drop down to 100k. They look more cheaper, more kind of what's that, affordable. Can we get a goal with him? Unlucky. Golaski managing to save it. But so far so good with him. He feels relatively fine. Nothing really problems with the agility or balance, which is, again, another blessing with a centre-back, because nothing worse than a centre-back that cannot run backwards or forwards. Lovely interception from Christensen there. Oh, that's a poor pass from R9. Great tackle straight off the bat like we saw. Lovely, strong, commanding. That's, I think, what he's going to be like. He's going to be one of like the old school centre-backs that just can tackle very, very well. May not have the greatest agility balance, but in terms of kind of what he can bring in tackling terms, is going to be very, very good. Great block as well. Stopping Dembele. This guy feels like he's a very, very good attacker. Christensen watching team of the season, Bamba, and it's a great turn into a tackle. Very, very nice turning from him. Doesn't feel swamped in any means at the moment. Christensen watching that. You could see him completely taking charge there. Made sure that he moved before, obviously, the defender got it. How have we... I thought we kept that in then. I think for me, Christensen, the main thing that he's got is obviously that he is Prem. If he wasn't Prem, I'd probably say he isn't necessarily worth the coins, purely for the fact that oh, that's poor from me. I expect that to be a goal. Just for the fact that obviously the nation is a little bit of a tough one to link other than icons. Obviously there is still players that you can get, plenty of Denmark players in the game. Whether they are the meta or not, I would say it's probably better off that he's linking with Prem. Otherwise he is linking with icons. If he was in, for instance, something like the Spanish League or Serie A, maybe you haven't got as many options in kind of like that role. But in terms of Prem, I feel like he's definitely got that value, which is always nice. For 70k, I really can't complain. Even though we have had some very, very good centre-backs over the course of the past few days. Obviously, we did get a Lindelof, which was always nice. He's a very, very good centre-back. Plus, and I'm pretty sure we've had Gomez, in fact, 91, which was stunning. A great centre-back there. So whether you want another one, obviously he is quite cheap, but whether you want another one is up for debate. I feel like them two probably could see you off to the rest of the game. But if you are looking for potentially, as a Chelsea fan, a different card, that's a stunning interception. But maybe you are looking for a different card, you're looking for maybe a Chelsea player, You never know. That would obviously be your perfect one. I haven't had a massive look at the full team, to be honest. I just kind of know the headlights, the headlights, the headlines. So it's going to be interesting to see what the rest of them are like. Obviously, this one is the first one in Team 1. So we'll try and get literally all of the team done if possible, and all SBCs. And away, commanding that box like he means it. Beautiful defending from Christensen. So far, has not put a single foot wrong for me. So then we have Christensen. He hasn't had any skill move or weak foot upgrade, but he has had a whopping upgrade of plus 12? Plus 12 on from his 79 all the way up to a 93 rated card, which is just absolutely insane. I believe this is his highest rated card ever. I think the one before this was an 84 SBC or an 84 Inform, so literally a massive upgrade for him. Obviously, like I was mentioning in the video, you've obviously got a few Denmark players that you can go with, Prem being one with Schmeichel. Unfortunately, no actual special cards there. You also have his dad, obviously a keeper in prime moment, Schmeichel, which would obviously give you the strong link. You have got Eriksen, who you could link, who was a free card at the start of the Path to Glories. We then have Was, we have Delaney, who's actually quite a nice card. So there is a few decent Denmark players, but if you are looking for League, Prem is probably the best one he's got out of everything to try and get links. Obviously, we've got a lot of good players coming up. We've got so many, even Laporte now in Spain as well. Spanish, yeah, his French one's still there. So obviously it's still French on all of them, but this one is obviously for Spain, because I think that would be a bit annoying if he was still French on there. But for me, Christensen has been absolutely phenomenal. Really good centre-back. Obviously, there is very little difference in terms of kind of like some of these big boy centre-backs. For me, Lindelof was just exquisite. A very good card. Ruben Diaz, I never had the pleasure of trying too heavy, but from what I gathered from his match was decent. Gomez is stunning. Even Sanchez, to be honest, has the stats in him. So Christensen kind of like putting himself in that hat as well. Very kind of mild pace, but with a shadow, definitely goes up to a nice upgrade. He then gets some fantastic defending. He's already got great physicals. His short and long pass is brilliant. And then obviously dribbling wise, we've got a good amount of reactions and some nice composure. Unfortunately, no ball control whatsoever really compared to some of his counterparts. So it's interesting to see what he can and can't do. In terms of Christensen, I think he is kind of like one of the older generation centre-backs. A little bit quick, great tackle on him, and has the physical side of him. Obviously, we did whack a shadow on him, which turns him into a 96.2 centre-back with 95 pace and 98 defending. That is some absolutely ridiculous stats. You could obviously go up to a 97 if you should choose, and go with the anchor, which gives you 90 pace with only 86 acceleration, but then you also get 98 defending still and 96 physical. For me, I think it's definitely got to be the pace. That plus overall 1 is not really going to have a massive difference on the card, and I think getting that plus 10 on the pace is more vital than getting any more physical, seeing as though he already has 93 strength and aggression. For me, I think this card is coming in at an above average sort of centre-back level, but nothing absolutely extraordinary. He's not the 98 Ramos. He's not obviously any Maldinis or Rios. I'm going to give him a slight 8.8 out of 10. I want to start short because I know we have got a team 2 coming, as well as obviously having other centre-backs and defenders within this team. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you as well hit that subscribe with the bell button on. That's it all for the next one. Pieces.